G'day, g'day, g'day. G'day, 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 folks. Wow, what a hot day today. What a beautifully hot day today in the Ottawa Valley. Not complaining at all. Absolutely loving this weather. Loving this weather. And I don't know what the temperature is today, but it is flipping hot. It's flipping hot. And we're getting some work done. Exciting news. Exciting news. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. I feel very, very grateful for where I'm at and what's going on over here in my life right now. For quite a while, let me just move this a little bit closer because there's a bit of a disturbance in the background. At a friend's place, about to work on my van, and I thought I would just show you what is happening over here, because I typically, I must admit, I have a difficulty editing my videos, so I thought, you know what, maybe I should just switch this up a bit. Maybe I should go live more often, and that might be better off, at least to create some momentum again, because I haven't been posting that much since the winter, and I seem to be rehashing out these things that I say a lot, and it's getting very annoying, especially the people that are around me. So I'm like, you know what, screw this, let's just go live, and I'm going to show you where we're at, what I'm doing, where I'm at right now. How did I get here? I've been obviously posting some profound questions on my YouTube channel, some of my shorts. Things I've been working on and thinking about in the background for a number of years, and wondering why isn't it happening? What's going on in what's going on internally? How come we can't make these things happen? So yeah, more on that later. But very important things, as a matter of fact. Maybe I'll just touch on a little bit right now, but if anybody out there suffers from perfectionism, they'll know what I'm talking about. And it affects everybody differently. For me, it's something I've suffered from for my whole life, since I was a young man, since I was a young lad. And it's coming up in my personal life. Not my personal, well, relationships, or maybe it did for a bit, I don't know. But when it comes to my business, I'm fine. But when it comes to me, and building a life for me, I'm always coming second. So anyways, where was I going with that quick thought? And then I'll go back to the task at hand here. And that is perfectionism leads to inaction and procrastination, and then repression, and then, you know, you stay in your head a lot, and you don't pull the trigger. And yeah, anyways, I challenged myself a couple of years ago, back in 2024, with building out my van from scratch. I spent every day on it, and it took me 3 months to build it out. That's the previous van, not this current one. And we'll just call that Misfire. So if you're unaware of me, if you've never been here before, welcome. This channel is essentially about me building my previous van, going on adventures, and designing a life that is for the new person I'm becoming. I want to be more remote. I want to be non-location based. And so I've given myself a bit of a timeline to take off, continually doing things, you know, for this van, and I clearly have not defined what that is in regards to what that means, but I guess it's sort of like, well, without being too cryptic, I guess it would be, I've had a business for a number of years, and it's been up and down. I'm back in Ottawa now. I was in Vancouver for many years, and doing renovations, residential renovations. I'm a general contractor. And anyways, where was I going with that? Oh my God, the ADHD is kicking in. Came back this way for family, and recognizing that there are probably quite a few things in my life that I have neglected or avoided. Thought, I think it's about time I start putting my needs as a priority. Start focusing on me as a person, becoming this person that I want to become, and that's what we're doing. So this thought all began because I mentioned the year 2024. Just give you a quick rundown on, what happened. If you haven't looked at any of my content, no problem, all good. I bought a van in 2021 during COVID. I was asking myself questions like a lot of people were asking themselves about their life and the trajectory of their life. Were they happy with where they're going and all that kind of thing? I wasn't. Made some drastic changes in my lifestyle. Bought a van. Thought, oh, I could build it out in like a month. Had no idea what I was doing. Didn't do any research. Applying residential renovation tactics to building out a tin can. Made lots of mistakes. And then my van sat for it was like not even half built from 2021 until 2024. I continued using it for my business. And then in 2024, I got really sick and tired of this. Made a decision, let's get this thing built. And it was a real challenge. It was a real challenge. Not the building part, the mental part. Overcoming the perfectionism of like, oh, if I design it this way, if that doesn't work out, it's not going to look good. See, blah, 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 blah. I think realistically, if I had a plan, it probably only would have taken me about a month to build it. But, all good. Learn a lot of things. Learn a lot of things about myself. And eventually I did get it done, and then I embarked on my first Canada-wide tour in my van. And had a lot of adventures. Came across to Canada, met some new people in the overlanding and the off-road world, and it was a whole new experience for me, a whole new thing for me. Going off-road in BC in my previous van, Misfire, and man, I didn't know anything about off-roading back then, so I was like real newbie, and I'm still a newbie. We're all newbies, and yeah, put myself into some pretty scary situations without any knowledge, without airing my tires down, going down very steep hills and doing stupid things. Luckily for me, with some common sense, didn't get myself in too much of a sticky situation, was able to get out, and met some great people along the way. I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this journey I'm still on, hence the name Journey First, because it's all a journey at the end of the day. And I've met some really great people along the way. Get out of here, man. Wasps. And went on a big tour last year in the, I guess it would have been the winter of 2025. Drove from Ottawa, Ontario, all the way to Utah to Matt's off-road recovery games. And that was a whole adventure in itself. By taking my van down there, going with a great person, a great friend that I met along the way here in the Ottawa Valley, and we went down together. Didn't plan this trip. We just decided, you know what? Let's go down there. 1 week later, we were traveling down to Utah. On the way, my van started to misfire, hence the name. That's what my buddy called the van, Misfire. And we had a jolly old time. There's, some challenges along the way, travel challenges, and all sorts of things happened. It was pretty funny. But it all worked out in the end, Staying optimistic and not, bending and getting crushed by the pressure. You come up with creativity. Never you lose your sense of humor. That's the biggest thing, when you're in these things. So, okay. And then, I don't know why I'm telling you all this stuff, but, it's all part of the timeline. It's all part of the timeline. And then from there, we drove back to Vancouver, and then I picked up this van, which I already had purchased actually a while ago. It was sitting in Vancouver for me. I bought it as a backup because I honestly didn't know how long the first van would last. I really didn't even know if I'd like the van thing. Well, I guess I did like it because I'd had my van for a number of years, but anyways, bought this, picked up this van, and then took the interior out of the other van and put it into this van. That was last summer, and really have not touched this van since then. So the whole time I've been doing this, I thought to myself, you know what? One day I would really like to put a high top on my van. And my buddy has one on his van, and wow, what a game changer it is. Now, I don't have one on right now. Well, I do actually have one on right now. And if you're unaware of the whole van high top industry, I'm specifically talking about high tops for a Ford Econoline van. That's what I have, an E350, 2002. I looked at two companies. One is Toughport in BC, and the other one is Mory in Quebec, M-O-R-Y. So if you're unaware, yes, there is a business on the eastern side of Canada that does high tops for vans. And initially I thought, I looked at their high tops. I wasn't really keen on the look of it. And I thought, I think I'll just wait and go to BC for the Toughport one. The price was a lot less over here on this side of the country. And I was like, well, I'll consider it maybe in the future. I'm not too sure. I'll just put it on the back burner for now. And last week sometime I was perusing through Facebook Marketplace, and somebody was selling a high top from their van. This high top right here. They have exactly the same van as I do, an extended whatever it was, 250, and they were selling just the high top. And I was like, well, that's weird. That can't be right. Something's wrong there. It must be cracked. Something wrong with it. Spoke to the gentleman over Facebook, and it was all good. It was all good. We agreed upon a price. He held it for me, and my buddy and I, we drove down to Quebec on the weekend. We had to remove it from the old van first, which was yeah, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, trying to take a bloody high top off. The adhesive they used to glue these bloody things on was ridiculously strong, and it essentially took us around 7 hours to basically separate it, but we did get it off, and we were able to pop it on. Now, of course, since this top was a used one, there's nothing wrong with the fiberglass. The fiberglass is actually in excellent condition, and it's actually insulated on the inside. But I'm going to take all that off. It's got spray foam in it. I don't want any of that crap in my van, so take all that out. It's got a fantastic fan in there. Going to junk that. I have a Max Air fan. I'll pop that in. And this needs hanging up. Right now, it's just screwed down temporarily, because what I'm going to have to do is I had to order the caulking, the adhesive. It's like a structural, flexible polyurethane, I wouldn't say caulking, but adhesive, essentially, that goes between the roof and the exterior section of the high top. So what we'll do there is we'll undo all the bolts, all the screws, lift it up, remove any of the old caulking that's residual. Most of it was gone, actually, so that was fine. Put a massive bead all the way around the perimeter, and then push it back down, put the screws in, and Bob's your uncle. So holy crap, like I'm so surprised. Like, it was just total fluke that this happened, actually. And yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm just like, holy shit. Like, sometimes you just put good energy out there and it comes back tenfold. And a lot of interesting things have been happening lately. So man, I am so grateful for this activity, for the vibes, for everything that's going on here. And it's life can change very quickly. It can change very quickly. So there you go. There's the high top on the van. Yeah, can't wait until it gets cleaned up. We get it finally installed properly. And right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm going to take out the headliner and get this all ready for prepping the glue part. So let's do that.